Okay, here we are back again with more Dragon Age Inquisition. And let's head to the war table. I think there's at least, I've got one that I can do. One person that should be free at least to do something else. And then we're gonna do some personal missions. Aiding Kirkwall. Rebuilding efforts are progressing well, but there is little we can do about the red lyrium. It seems impossible to destroy. The gallows, where it is most concentrated, must be placed under quarantine. Our soldiers are handling it as we speak. Cool. Looks like I got a new shield from that, so Cassandra or Blackwall will probably appreciate that. Let's see if we got word from Zevran. When I heard your agents would provide a distraction, I did not expect such a roaring fire. The confusion, the running about in circles, it was all very lively. Of course, Lord Enzo and his Venatori were decidedly less lively at the end of it. Good. I'm glad. And restoring the port. Your worship. Work on the port is underway. We trust you will be pleased with the results. Okay, cool. Alright. Deploy recent Evangeline. Right. Inquisitor, we have recovered from our wounds and are ready to serve the Inquisition as you see fit. Evangeline has friends among the Orlesian nobility who may listen to our cause, and I am familiar with several caches used by the rebel mages. Or, if you prefer, we would be honored to join the Inquisition troops near Valferment and fight the forces of Corypheus as best we can. I don't know. Let's see. Josephine says, a passionate warrior coming from a good family might bring the Inquisition a great deal of gold. I don't know that we need money. Liana says the caches Reese speaks of might yield something of value.
With them?
Not at all. I will inform you if that changes.
Okay. So, Josephine thinks we might get some money out of this. Liliana thinks we might get some resources. Cullen says an experienced Templar and a powerful mage would greatly increase our military strength near Valferment. Yeah, let's just...
Alright.
Let's just deploy them near Valferment. That's fine. Hard and Hightown. No dwarf less worthy. We should probably take care of this. Ruffles and Curly and various Kirkwall guardsmen who formerly owed me money. Thanks for digging into this mess for me. I can only think of one dwarf who fits the description of oddly cheerful and also blue-eyed who'd still be in Kirkwall, and that's Worthy, an acquaintance of mine from Hightown. Why he'd do any of this, I have no idea. If you owed me money, forget about it. Okay. Liliana says, we want to question Worthy ourselves. Forget the guard, we'll catch him. Cullen says we can help the city guard bring Worthy in. Yeah, let's see what we have. We'll have Liliana do it, it's fine. Stop the rumors. Alright, this is what Meriden, our minstrel, wants us to do. From far off Montsimard, a songstress comes with lies and thoughtless jibes, insults our name. I hated her in school. She pulled my hair. We must not let her make these vulgar claims. Okay. Josephine says, our allies' words will turn the tide for us. Liliana says, a minstrel with no tongue can tell no lies. My god, Liliana, I don't think hair pulling and telling some lies is worth cutting out a tongue. Cullen just says, no, this is ridiculous. God bless you, Cullen.
At your service.
Oh, that's pretty good. Alright. What I definitely want to do today is Iron Bull's and Varric's personal missions. Let's start with, well, shit. I feel like this might be a good place to start. We gotta go to Valimar. We've already been to Valimar, so this should be easy peasy. It's over here. Yeah, we'll just head over to the Upper Lake camp. And I'm obviously gonna be bringing Varric. Let's bring Cassandra along. And, you know, for funsies, let's have Cole along too. Why not? Why not? I think Cole is always amazing to have in your party because he's extremely invasive about everybody's personal lives, which gives me lots of banter to chew on, and lots of insights into these characters that I wouldn't otherwise have. Thanks, Cole, for being so gosh darn nosy. If I knew him in real life, I would probably be extremely uncomfortable around him. But because he's a video game character, it's okay. I also appreciate when you make Cole more human. He says something like, I now understand why Cullen might have been uncomfortable with some of the things I've told him. And it's like, yeah, and generally uncomfortable around you, because Cullen would have a problem with that. Like, yeah, definitely, Cole.
I don't have time. Yes, sir.
But anyway, we gotta head up to Valimar. I need elf fruit. It's always good to grab some elf fruit whenever you happen to pop around in the hinterlands and Embrium. Like, it's always good to just have lots of stockpiles of these. I also need like a bazillion more Blood Lotus again, because I did some potion upgrades and now I'm back down to like 0 Blood Lotus. But I will probably deal with that off screen. I just need to do some like running, like I literally just need to spend some time just running around in some of these regions, gathering materials and just listening to party banter. But for now, I think there's a Royal Elf Fruit. I don't know that I need any more Royal Elf Fruit for anything, but I'm gonna grab it anyway because why not? Alright, we're heading in.
Finally. I started to think you weren't coming.
I know, it took me a while.
Nobody said you had to hang out in the creepy cave while you waited.
Well, I did wait, so let's make this quick. These idiots are carrying the red lyrium out in unprotected containers.
Ew.
We don't want to stick around long enough for it to start talking to us.
Why should they be protected?
Why would the containers need to be protected?
Lyrium is incredibly dangerous in its raw form. It can poison or kill dwarves, and we're resistant to it. Sometimes it just explodes. No warning.
Basically, only crazy people mine lyrium.
The mining cast doesn't just sling it into a bucket. It's carried in special containers that keep it under control. And that's normal lyrium. The red stuff is worse. I wouldn't be surprised if most of their miners die just digging it up.
So you know what red lyrium does?
You seem to know more about the effects of red lyrium than most.
Varric told me plenty about what it did to him. And his brother.
So how did you find this place?
How did you find this operation in the first place? There must be hundreds of Deep Roads entrances.
I've used this entrance in the past. Varric's not the only surface dwarf to explore the Deep Roads. Oh, I've got to admit, I was pretty surprised when I came here and found it full of humans.
Yeah, let's hope you know how to fight.
If you're coming with us, I hope you can handle a fight.
No, I thought I'd cower helplessly while you do all the work.
She's a decent shot.
Just making sure.
Decent?
You want me to admit you're better than me in front of the Inquisitor?
Let's not waste any more time.
You better just do it, Varric. I mean, obviously she is. Because that's just how these things work. So I've already done the original quest that was in here. But that doesn't mean... There we go. Ah. Whoop. Am I in combat? Can I not? I guess I am still in combat. Alright, cool. That's fine. I was just thinking I might switch out my staff, but I don't have to. Am I still in combat? I guess I am. Where are these guys? Are they in... Oh, are they like inside the room? Is that what's going on? Ah. Okay, cool. I just wanted to check. Let's see. I have the Staff of the Fire Drake, which is 117. I have my... Yeah, see, this is more my Dragon Slaying staff. My Brutal Flanking Scepter is a little bit more of a all-purpose. My dear sir. Alright, let's go.
So this is what you do now?
Beg pardon?
Skulking around in caves, shooting guys. Is this your day-to-day?
I usually try to avoid the caves.
Yeah. Varric is not a fan of the caves. Like, in general, so... Just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything in here the last time. Like, Bianca, if you know Varric, you know... You have to know he's not here for the caves. He skulks around in the mud a lot, though. Okay, guys. Why don't you get up here? All right. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Varric just keeps getting the shit kicked out of him, and I'm not sure why, but it's whatever. Whatever. I think it's down here.
You had me worried, you know.
What did I do now?
That letter you sent me about the Red Lyrium was the first I'd heard from you since the Chantry explosion.
Ooh.
Had it been that long?
Varric.
Seriously, if you died in that mess, I'd have come back to Kirkwall and dug you up just to kick your ass.
What would you do if I'd been cremated?
Kick your ashes, of course.
Oh, Varric, you know that's bad. And here you are on Cullen for being, like, kind of a stick in the mud all the time, and Cullen's like, oh god, I never talked to my family, and Varric, you never let Bianca know that you were still alive? I cannot believe.
We need to seal that tunnel.
Oh gosh. Yeah, okay. There we go. Gotcha. I mean, I'm pretty sure I already sealed that spot there, so okay, whatevs. Let's keep going. We gotta go this way now, so.
I built these doors. They probably shut this one from the other side when they heard the ruckus we were making. Ta-da!
You built doors here?
You've been here often enough to renovate the cave.
You already know I've used this entrance in the past. I don't know if Varric's told you, but the Merchants Guild is cutthroat. Literally. I built the doors to keep rivals from following me down here and arranging accidents.
You were waiting to do that.
Admit it. You've been waiting to do that since we arrived.
Of course I was.
She does like to show off.
After you.
Aw, she's being nice now. Letting me have the first shot.
How is what's-his-name?
Bogdan? He's in Navarra right now, selling my machine to wealthy landowners.
I heard some of the guild were trying to get you named a paragon for that contraption.
That's not gonna happen, even if I am 10 times the Smith Bronca ever was. A surfacer paragon? Never.
Yeah, they would never do that. A different dark spawn? Have to check that out soonish. Oh, hello. An enforcer, huh?
Another flyer is dead.
A ward and spellbinder. The hell?
You know, this is almost fun. Kinda like old times.
I don't recall us ever shooting people together.
Remember crashing Bartram's guild dinner? We might as well have shot him.
This isn't nearly as dangerous as pissing off my brother.
That's fair. Sigil of the Arcane Horror. Come on, I want to loot this. I would like to loot this, please. And this too, please. And now this. A Deep Roads key. Fancy.
There you are. They won't be able to use this entrance again.
Bianca.
They had your key.
That's exactly like your key. How did they get a copy?
Well, funny story.
Uh-huh.
When I got the location, I went and had a look for myself. And I found the red lyrium, and I studied it.
You know what it does to people.
I was doing you a favor. You want to help your brother, don't you? I just wanted to figure it out.
You're not saying everything.
How did you go from studying red lyrium to giving the location to Corypheus?
I found out that red lyrium, it has the blight, Varric. Do you know what that means?
What?
A lot
The
of
two
bullshit?
deadly things combined to form something super awful?
Yeah, basically.
Lyrium is alive,
Oh.
or something like it. Blight doesn't infect minerals, only animals. I couldn't get any further on my own, so I looked for a Grey Warden mage. Blight and magical expertise in one, right? And I found this guy, Larius. He seemed really interested in helping my
shit.
research. So I gave him a key.
Larius? He was the Grey Warden we met in Corypheus's...
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Shit. Indeed. He also wasn't a mage.
Something seemed off.
I didn't realize until you said you found red lyrium at Haven. I came here and, well, then I went to you.
Yikes. So yeah, that was I honestly, this payoff is really fun. Like, if you've played Legacy and you've played the Larius, you know, have Larius leaving the and being kind of sinister afterwards, and it's like, oh shit, so that's how that happened, huh? Wow, that's interesting. So, you know this Larius person, Varric. Of course, you know, Nadia doesn't know any of that.
That name means something to you, Varric?
He was at the Grey Warden prison where we found Corypheus. And he definitely wasn't a mage before.
Yeah, that's new. So why did you come with us if you were the leak the whole time?
You had to know we'd figure out what happened, Bianca. Why did you insist on coming with us?
Varric told me what people were doing with the red lyrium. I had to help make this right.
So it isn't really your fault. It's like, I try to be nice to people, but like Bianca did fuck up pretty bad. Like, I like Bianca. She's a fun character, but like she fucked up pretty bad here. So yeah, you definitely put this one on my shoulders
You told
now.
Varric you had a lead, so we'd straighten out your mistake.
I know I screwed up, but we did fix it. It's as right as I can make it.
This isn't one of your machines. You can't just replace a part and make everything right.
No, but I can try, can't I? Or am I supposed to wallow in my mistakes forever, kicking myself, telling stories of what I should have done?
Ha! As if I would tell stories about my own mistakes.
Probably you should get a room.
Oh, for pity's sake, would you two just get a room?
Sorry, Inquisitor. We've done all we can here. Bianca, you'd better get home before someone misses you.
Varric.
Don't worry about it.
Ah.
Get him killed, and I'll feed you your own eyeballs, Inquisitor.
Hey, I'm not having anything to... Don't look at me, man. He does what he wants. I'm not getting anybody killed here. Come on. Speak with Varric about all this. Yeah. that's what we gotta do right now. Speak with Varric about all this shit. So that's a thing that happened. Yeah, like I said, I do really I like the little connection that they make there, like, you know, you as the player, if you've played the Legacy DLC, then, I mean, to me, that's kind of obvious. Like, this game did not need to tell me that, you know, that Corypheus somehow shoved himself into Larius's body at the end of Legacy, and that's sort of how he shows up in Inquisition. Like, the game didn't really need to tell me that, per se. Like, I can work that out on my own. But it's fun to sort of make this connection where it's like, so how did Corypheus get from being in one dude's body, a Grey Warden in the prison in the Vimark Mountains, to like having all this red lyrium at his disposal? That's definitely a new and interesting development, and I think I like what they did with it here. Especially with Bianca. I think Bianca's a really interesting character to have in this game. So yeah, let's probably go back to Skyhold and talk to Varric. If Varric wants to talk. I don't know if Varric wants to talk about this or not, honestly. Probably, it might be better if we talk to Hawk about it, but I guess Hawk is not available right now, so he's just gonna have to deal with the Inquisitor instead. So, hey, buddy.
I'm glad to have answers, but shit.
Mm-hmm.
The second she showed up here, I knew. I let this mess happen.
No, you didn't.
I gave her the tig.
Yeah.
I am not good at dealing with shit like this.
Like, literally nobody is.
I don't think anyone is equipped any better than you are.
No, the point is, I don't deal with things.
Okay,
If
that's
Cassandra
true.
hadn't dragged me here, I'd be in Kirkwall right now pretending none of this was happening.
Oh no, you wouldn't. That's such a lie, Varric. Come on, don't even give me that bullshit. You would not be sitting in Kirkwall with your head in the sand.
You know that's not true. You've worked as hard as any of us to stop Corypheus.
Is that true? I
Yeah.
don't even know anymore.
Oh, for cripe's sake.
Thank you for your help back there.
After all this, do you think you'll see Bianca again?
I always do.
Eventually. Right. Okay. Yeah, I gotta admit, Varric's... Like, his relationship with Bianca is clearly pretty messed up, but, you know... Who doesn't have messed up relationships in this game sometimes? Like, everybody's relationships are messed.